Hey there, I'm your host, Thomas28, and today we're back in the world of Reclamation. Well, so as you can see, our farm has expanded quite a bit. I did a little bit of terraforming, as you can see by the minimap. We got this nice cube kind of shape. Flattened stuff out, harvested part of this hill, I harvested part of that hill for the dirt. And basically, I spent a lot of time just getting more iron. Let's see, there should be, yep, some in here. Getting a lot of iron set up because I think we're going to need at least a good supply of it for now. And also messing around with the farms. So as you can see, I set up this nice little Cuprotia farming plot. And let's see, where did I leave my magnifying glass? There it is. Also made the watering can. Because if you take a look here, these are all perfect plants. Perfect 10 out of 10s. I also have some more perfect 10s here with mandrake and sugarcane, just because I thought it'd be useful. So you can see these mandrakes here are also 10 out of 10, and I'm probably going to start working on getting wheat to 10 out of 10 next. Okay, buddy. Because you can turn bread into mercury shards pretty efficiently. That's a 1-to-1 ratio, which means if I get more wheat, I can make a lot more bread a lot faster. And the gains you get from moving stuff to 1010 is honestly insane. Like if you remember before, a single Cuprotia plant that was at like all ones or very low numbers would yield like 2 to 3 copper nuggets. Whereas these ones, which are maxed out, that's 7, another 7, 7, 6. So you can see it's around that 6 to 7 range, which is really good, very efficient. Let me harvest all of this. It is a little bit annoying because these crops only grow in waterlogged blocks. There's no way around that. So I do have to keep them waterlogged. But other than that, it's pretty good. And some of the other benefits, as you can see here, if you do Cuprotia, from the seeds, since I did max them out, if you come up here, they can grow in pretty much any environment. You don't have to put them on gravel, and it increases the light level that they can grow at to 5, which is really nice. Makes them very, very strong. And it doesn't even take that much time. I would recommend you do go into chapter 2 and get the watering can. It's so good. Normally, this would take, like you're probably thinking like, wow, it must have taken quite a long time to get these all to 1010, but it actually wasn't that long. In fact, you could do it starting from 1-1 with any plant. It's just once you have one that's 10-10, you can crossbreed it and then try to get the stats to go on the one you want to go faster. That's why this one is like potato sugarcane. You can see this potato is potato sugarcane because I grafted it with potato and our 10-10 sugarcane. But the real rockstar was the watering can, because if you take a look, let me make some more of these sticks. So you could see if you want to crossbreed these, you come over here. You place your 2 sticks, and then you wait. This is really slow. It takes a long time. You have to set up like multiple of these crosses just to get it to go faster. Thanks to the watering can, and you can see that one finish. Let me do this again. You take your watering can, you just start right-clicking, and it grows it almost instantly, which makes it so much faster. Let's store this guy. So that made getting 1010 on these plants really, really easy. As you can see, I have a bunch of seeds in here. If you take a look at our quest book, I did manage to get pretty much all of the vanilla ones, minus the mushrooms. Now, the mushrooms I'm having trouble with, because if you take a look, they don't come from seeds, they come from spores. So if you type spores, yeah, the brown mushroom, crimson fungus, the nether wart, red mushroom, and warped fungus. And right-click these. You can see they only grow on mycelium when they have a strength of 1. If you get them all the way to 10, they can grow on pretty much anything. In fact, if you just wanted to get dirt, yeah, they'll only have to get them up to 7. Now the issue is, we don't have access to any mycelium. We have access to podzol, which is very nice, because as you saw in the quest book, if you want podzol, all you have to do is plant the spruce saplings in a 2x2, and when you bone meal them, tree goes up, podzol comes out, and it also turns the dried earth into podzol as well, which means you don't have to waste time using this whole setup to generate dirt. you could just use spruce saplings to turn your dried earth into podzol, and then when you dig this up, you get dirt, and then you can plant the dirt next to your grass blocks to spread the grass. Now, the podzol is needed to grow flowers, but we can't actually get the flowers out just because, where is it? You need a plant clipper, which I can craft now, actually, because I got that iron. Ow! Now that I got that iron, so let me take a look here. Pod clipper, shears, plant clipper. So now if we come out over here, we should be able to clip these and get the flowers out. Perfect. If you do this, if you just right click these when they're fully grown, I can actually show you that will grow this one faster. You can see some crops definitely take a lot longer, especially if they're, this one's like very low. Yeah, not super high. If you just right click it like this, well in that case nothing happened. Keep doing it. There we go. It just gives you the dye directly. It doesn't give you the plant. And since I got yellow dye, I can go ahead and add this to my palette. There we go. Put this here. It's just a fun little extra that they have in here under storage and decor. The joy of painting. It lets you paint. So now I can finish off my little painting here. We can add some yellow to the sun, the sunrise. I think it looks quite nice. But you can see I only have 4 colors. So I'm gonna have to wait until I get more dyes so we can finish that off. Let's see, what do we finish? The flowers, yep. And now that we have the poppy and the dandelion, you can see we can start making blue orchids. You can make allium, oxeye. I'm gonna start working on these next. You can make a wither rose out of cornflower and poppy, which is interesting. Let's see, I wonder, how do you get these saplings? Oh, any saplings and then apples. What about the other ones? Let's see, apricot, 2 apricots, Sagoro tomato, and this one is just Sagoro seeds. Interesting. Okay, so some of these, so once I have all of these, I can use these crops to start making the trees, and I think there's nothing else, right? Yeah. But you can see how it is much more efficient to actually take the time to level these up all the way to 10 out of 10. Because they just grow a lot faster and the yields are a lot higher. Like this one only yields 0. So you can see sometimes you don't even get anything out of it, which is a little bit annoying. And then when you get it all the way to 10, it yields almost twice as much, which is very, very good. Let me put the flowers in here. I think that's a good place for it. And we'll sort this. Let's see. So what are we accomplishing today? So we do have chapter 3, which has quite a lot of stuff. And it does want us to go into the Nether because that will unlock gold and raw lead. So let's do that. So we're going to need lava buckets and flint and steel. Let's see, we should have flint here. That's charcoal. There we go, flint and steel. Let's put away this stuff. We're not going to need that for now. And with 2 buckets, it will take a little bit of time, but will work regardless. So let's see, we're going to put our, let's see, all the crops are kind of going to be on this side. So we can put the nether portal on this wall here. Let's go ahead and grab our water. Do I have my pickaxe? Let's see, this is ground level, so we'll dig it in right here. Well, actually, if this is where I want ground to be, then it's actually going to be a little bit higher. So we'll go ahead like this. The water, and then we do have to build like a frame for this. But we'll do that after we get more lava. Now, our closest lava source is over there. Luckily, you do see this path. I was messing around with the path system, trying to figure out how that works. So you can see it takes us to the river. Because it was really funky. So the way this works is the... There it is. This is from the Via Romana guidebook. And the way it works is you're supposed to... Is it night? It is about to be night. Is you shift and then punch the sign. But you have to be standing on the path like this. And then you punch it. If you're not on the path, it's going to say no path available, it can't register, and you're going to get problems. So let's sleep through the night real quick. So you have to stand on the path, and then you punch the sign, and then you walk the path. And then once you do so, you stand on the path, you click it. How do you do this? I thought you just punch it. I could have swore that's all you do. Basics. Linking, they're linked. Link a sign. Punch a link. Oh, just punch it. And it's like that. And you could see you can use these birch plank paths, so you don't have to use dirt, which is a bit more expensive. You could just use the wood. Now, I'll continue to use this so we can get our iron, so we can build up our nether portal. So we will be back in a second. Alright, the frame is fully completed. We just got to clean up a little bit of the cobblestone that's all around it. Clear that off, take off some of this, and we're good to go. Now let's take a look at what the the reclamation nether looks like. I'll see you guys on the other side. Quest completed. The Nether. Advancement made. We need to go deeper. Now let's see. Some of this stuff is locked. Similar to the overworld, the Nether is bare of ores and even more devoid of life. There are 0 spawns and only 1 biome. So if we take a look, let's see, dead waste. For mycelium, I need soul sand. But as you can see, it looks like there's just netherrack all around us. There's a bit of discoloration there, which as you can see is basalt, but I'm pretty sure we might need netherrack for something. Let's see, nether. Uses, you can combine it with cobblestone bricks to make netherrack bricks. Smithing templates, more smithing templates. A modern brick wall. A pillar wall. Nether agglomeratic, which is a mystical agriculture item, which will take nether bricks. You can smelt it into nether bricks. You can infuse it. You can double it like so. You can turn it into cobblestone. You can use an orchid ignem to turn netherrack into nether quartz or into gold ore, and with a very small chance for that. Let's see, orchid ignem, that might be because gold comes from here, and it also leads from the pure daisy line and some of this other stuff here. So let's see, so which way should we go, Weatherman? We can either move left towards Botania and gold, or we can move right towards create and some automation. Getting started with automation would be nice, because then we can automate our farms. Maybe we should do a little bit of both. Let's see. We're just gonna have to keep going, because it's not quite clear how we get this. The combination of brilliant fiber and nether bricks is superficially similar to the weak gold ore deposits you remember existing in the nether. They're so similar, in fact, that a pure daisy will convert golden nether bricks into nether gold ore. Oh, interesting. So it wants us to take nether bricks, combine it with brilliant fibers, to make golden nether bricks. But I remember this was very annoying to do, so it's gonna take more witchcraft. Interesting. So that's what we're gonna need the nether for. We're gonna need netherrack and turn it into bricks so we can make gold ore. Good to know. But for that, we're gonna need a pure daisy. So first, we're gonna need floral fertilizer, which is very easy. Just take bone meal and then any 4 dyes, which we can do very easily now because we have access to all sorts of stuff. We could just grab our 4 dye here, and that's not enough dye. 1 and 2. Now we should be able to craft this into our item, like so. Flower pouch, Lexico Botania. another book. And you all know from my Liminal Industry series how much I love Botania. So luckily, we're not going into this completely blind. I have a bit more knowledge this time. Let's go ahead and combine this with our Akashic Tome to get that in here. Now let's see. We're going to need a petal apothecary, which is cobblestone in any petal. Should be easy enough. Now that we have this podzol, this is going to grow the flowers. Okay, nice. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a mushroom. You're not a flower. I wonder what that's for. Green dye. Cool. Grab this stuff. And then... oh, went into there. Sleep through the night so we get some more stuff growing. But at least this is going to be a lot easier than in the back rooms. Let's see. We are going to need a lot more bone meal, which we can get just by right-clicking these guys. Ooh, need to be careful. Always wear your PP&E. Now it's funny, I forgot I was wearing earmuffs, and I was wondering why Minecraft was so quiet. The earmuffs block sound from everything. It makes everything quiet. Let's see. And even with them, that guy is still pretty loud. Let's take out this guy. There we go. And you can see out of these 4, only one of them went off. And I think that one is the weaker one, probably. Probably break it and look. Yeah, see, this one was a 1-1-1. So that's why it was so noisy. Okay, let's turn all this into bone meal. Luckily now we have enough crops that getting enough bone meal is very easy, but we're going to need quite a lot of this floral fertilizer. One more, thank you. And let's see, we're going to need some more dyes. What's the easiest way I can get dye? Easiest way is going to be using the watering can on our plants. So let's grab our watering can, a bit more mutandis in there. Where did I leave the watering can? There it is. So you could just come over here and then start watering these guys to get more dye. Okay, these are going to be next to getting upgraded because it's a little bit annoying to not get any dye out of it. 3 and 4. We need enough dye so that we can get all the colors from Mystical Agriculture. I mean, wait, no, not Mystical Agriculture, Botania. Because we need one of each color. Okay, let's see here. More floral fertilizer. Put that in there, spread it around. Like so. You can also turn the bone meal into white dye if you don't have any flowers yet. Okay, purple, brown, blue. Gray, blue, purple. Purple mushroom, pink flower, white, and another purple. Let's see, so what are we looking at? So we're missing orange. What is that, light purple? Yellow, green, black, red, and lime. But I think for now we should be good, because this takes any. And we'll set up the... we'll put the Botania stuff in that section over there. So make a petal apothecary. And then we're going to need a pure daisy, which is going to take a water bucket and any seed. Water bucket, any seed. And we're going to need a seed from here. Let's see. This is very low quality. So let's go ahead and let's see. We'll put it right in this quadrant right here. Actually, put it in this quadrant right here. So we need water bucket. You need any petals. So we use these purple ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any seed. 4. Wait a minute. Yeah, you put the water in there. Do I need a full water bucket in there? I don't quite remember doing. Oh, I'm still wearing that earmuffs. That's why everything is so quiet. Okay, not like that. Okay, you can't put the water bucket. Seed. Huh. Is it these seeds? No, that should work. Petal apothecary. Oh, it has to be white petal specifically. I thought it meant you could put any petal, but it just meant you could use of the two. So let's see, we're still missing. Oh, we have one white. Perfect. Okay, so we'll plant these. Where'd they go? Oh, they're in here. Okay. Seed. So now this should make 1, 2, 3, 4. Our pure daisy. Quest completed. Now let's see. We're gonna purify it into living materials, which is our living log and living rocks. And along with making gold. There is a better way to make brilliant fiber, but you'll need to get blaze powder somehow. This is where the spinning wheel comes in. We can't get blaze powder yet. I did see that it is up the chain up here. So you can see it's at the knockoff blazes. Using the power of mana and a pumpkin, you can create a fell pumpkin, which is a weak imitation of a blaze, which will always drop at least 10 blaze powder. Looks like it doesn't drop the rods. But for that, we're going to have to get through here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps away. And for this stuff, you are going to need gold. So we're going to have to do this a couple times. Eat our bread. So let's see, what's next? We're making living materials. So we probably should make some more pure daisies here. Let's see, that should yield... Yeah, we'll make 2 more. And we're going to need some more seeds. 2 more. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some more water. Put that in here. Right click with an empty hand to add back the last recipe. And there we go. 3. And because this is a tech pack, we're gonna do, let's see, so we're gonna have it here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Now we can convert more material at a time. Now let's see, for the living wood, that has to be a log. And for the stone, it has to be specifically stone. So I should have a bunch of stone cooked up because I was using it for other things already. See, we do have a bunch of logs. There's our stone. So let's go ahead and convert these. And the magic is happening. And while that's going on, we need to make gold. So we should have another brilliant fiber available, and nether bricks is just netherrack cooked down into bricks and combined. So let's see if we can find ourselves that gold fiber. Unless I used it already? I thought I only used 1 for the gold leaves. Huh. I guess I did use it, unless I put it in a different chest? No, I'd only have a couple chests. Oh, there it is, the brilliant fiber. So while that's cooking, let's take our stone hammer and head back into the nether and gather some netherrack. Alright, hopefully, I don't see any soul sand, which is a bit annoying. Because I was hoping, unless that's it over there, that kind of looks like soul sand. Let's see, let's set a waypoint, a temporary waypoint. And it should be right over here. We'll set one at the portal, so I don't forget that. And let's see if that is soul sand. Let's see. Luckily we can dig through this quite fast. Although our inventory is going to fill up very quickly. And no matter. I'll come back for it later. I just need to check if this is soul sand, because if it is, I need that so I can make our mycelium. So I'll be back in a second, because I'm probably going to have to make a new stone hammer at the rate we're traveling. Unless, if I hit this open area, it looks like I can walk there. Guess I'll find out. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can walk over there. No, see, it shows like a little walkway here, but not entirely. This way through the wall, and we'll keep it going. And this will get us a bunch of netherrack in the meantime. Well, we made it here, and I was wrong. This is scoria, and not soul sand. Which means there must be a different way to get soul sand in the pack. I mean, I know there is a different way to get soul sand. I just thought, I was hoping you could just find some. Because if you take a look, you should be able to make it. Yeah, you can haunt sand, but you need something to haunt first. Whereas there's this thing through alchemy that takes ash, sand, and then these aspectus as well. And there's also an infusion. So it's possible to make it. I was just hoping I didn't have to. So let's head back to the overworld with all of our netherrack now. Should have more than enough for the foreseeable future. Like the rest of this, as you can see, this was quite the long hallway. If I needed to, I could probably set up a fast travel system at some point, but it's only 100 meters, so I don't think it's needed. So let's head back home and continue working. We only have one gold fiber though, so I'm gonna have to plant some more trees, get some more saplings, and turn that into our infusions for the witch's brew. Alright, so here's our chest. Put this stuff away. So see, we have a good, almost half of a full chest. Should be good enough for a while. Sleep through the night, thank you. Fall in the water, that's good. And collect our items. So let's see. I'm hoping this doesn't break the daisy. I guess we'll find out. Perfect. Makes it easier to harvest. And grab our living rock. Awesome. Living materials completed. And now that we have that, we just need the gold. So to make the gold, we need nether bricks and our brilliant fiber. Luckily, this is a pretty simple craft. Just take your netherrack, take some charcoal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And cook it off. Let's see, anything else I could be doing? This is for making the iron. So let's check on our copper farm. Once this is automated, it'll be great, because then it'll automatically produce copper pretty much every second. Grab all of this. I do want to get more rich soil at some point, but it seems like the stuff I want to use this for, I can't. Like, you can't grow Cruprostra on rich soil. It has too many minerals on it, which is odd. You would think once it goes up to strength 10, you could grow pretty much anything anywhere, but probably for balance reasons. Can't convert all this to copper. See, after all that, and then 27 ingots. But this should be enough. It takes 10 millibuckets. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 2 should be fine. It takes 10 millibuckets of this hemoglobin fluid, so it should be good for all 27 copper. Or it's 50 hemoglobin. Let's see. Do I have any extra? I can get some more. Let's fill this guy up. Once you spend some time doing the farming, Makes a lot of this stuff a lot faster. Because now I can get tons of mandrake root, put that in here. So now that's going to convert it into hemoglobin fluid. Gotta keep doing this, because you need 1,000. There's our bricks. Nether bricks, brilliant fiber, golden nether bricks. And now we can convert this into gold ore. Looks like it takes 2 steps. And then, let's see. There is the natural altar that goes this way. Pseudo terraforming. With high enough aura in an area, dried earth will slowly convert to dirt. If you want to stop this effect, use powder of dried stasis. Why would I want to do that? I would want to convert everything into dirt. Because then I don't have to waste time making dirt manually. Let's see. Once we have 1 gold, we can make the mana spreader. Can already make a mana pool, so I'll wait for this to go off. And then anything else requires gold. This requires a mana pearl or a mana diamond, which... and a pearl. Okay, that's just ender pearl, so we can do that. Because it looks like... yeah, no gold there. No gold there. So we really only need this one. But that is not enough gold. That's 4 gold nuggets. We need a whole bar. Which means I need some more of those gold fibers. How are you looking? Looking good. Put that in here. Let's see, we're out of mercury. We almost are. We need some more alchemical salt, minerals. Oh, that's my book. Make some more iron. So let's see, we need some more of those golden fibers. Nether bricks, golden nether bricks, brilliant fiber, purity, and whiff of magic. I should have 1 of each. No, we have hint of rebirth. I have 2 purity. And we need the whiff of magic, which is the rowan saplings. And let's see, there we go, 4 rowan. Where is our... what chest did I put it in? There it is. We're gonna need some more rowan trees, which is a little bit annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to keep them spaced out, that way we get maximum coverage for the seeds, for the saplings to drop. See, I can't shrink under this, so we do have to break 1 or 2 of them. And then we can convert these logs later. Okay, let's see, how many saplings do we get? Just the 1. Okay, we got 2. Nice. Break this. It's annoying, because you do need a high quantity of saplings in order to get like a decent chance of getting the items out. More rowan berries. So let's see. I'll do this till I have like 32, because we do have 2 odor of purity. And I want to... if we only got 3... wait, how many did we get? We only got 4. So we have to do this at least 2 more times. So with 3 rowan saplings, we'll probably need like 20 saplings in order to get the other odor of... oh no, the whiff of magic. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back. So I was able to make 4 golden nether bricks, which is now converting into our nether gold ore, which should get us 1 golden ingot. All this effort just for a single ingot. Alright, let's sleep while we wait for that to process. And now with that 1 ingot, we'll be able to craft 1 single Botania item. Alright, looks like it's all good. Let's see, I do have to... wait, no, I have my stone pick. Harvest this. And this one. Gets us 2 gold ingots. Bam. Quest completed. Gold. And now that that's done, let's see, does this require gold? It actually takes gold nuggets to make altars. So an altar takes 0.11, because it's just divided by 9. And you'll need 6, and then you get the Art of Witchcraft books. But for now, we'll continue down this path, so we can get some of this stuff. Almost free dirt, Band of Aura. Munch Dew. See, this pack tells you, hey, here's some other options for generating mana. Try using these. See, and it even tells you, and it's often one of the best generating flowers in the game, but too often and it'll just blow itself up. See, this is what Liminal Industries should have said. Let's see, generating mana. So first we need a Wand of the Forest, which will take multiple twigs of the forest. 2, 1, 2. We're gonna need a flower, so we'll use this one, because we have a lot of it. Let's make the Wand of the Forest. Now we're gonna need an Endo Flame, which will take 2 brown, red. We're missing brown and red, aren't we? No, we have brown, we're just missing red. The mana pool is easy enough. Vivid Wave achievement done. And the mana spreader. Done. So let's see, we'll put this stuff over in this quadrant over here. So we'll put the mana spreader, we'll put it here, the mana pool here, we'll put the spreader here, and then we'll have the Endo Flames and other stuff in this location. So go ahead and link that. So lastly, we just need the Endo Flame, which will take red, brown, and what was the other one? Gray. So we're gonna need brown. This is light gray. There's gray. And we're gonna definitely need a lot more bone meal. Can't put that in there. That's annoying. Let's see. We got a bunch of potato and melon. Let's convert this. Definitely think about get a stockpile of bone meal, because you will need quite a lot of it. Okay, gray, this one, and then let's grab some more of our dye. What, no red? So annoying. Okay, but that's fine, we could just do this. Actually, no, that's not fine. Unless you can turn this into dye, right? You can. Which means the limiting factor is going to be bone meal. So we need, for the rain to stop, we need to plant one of these brown. Plant one of the gray. Because we're going to need this. So we're going to need more of that. So plant this. Turn that big. We only need 1 gray, 2 brown. We're going to need some more red. So let's harvest everything we can harvest to turn into bone meal. Grab this stuff. Potato. Alright, bone mealing time. Should probably use some of this iron to make a hopper. That way I can just make more bone meal a lot easier. Let's see, potatoes. Don't need the snowballs. Oh, this is actually a good time to wear the mitts. So you don't have to hear the rain. Alright, finish off the potatoes. Okay, the flowers should have... They did not sprout yet. Let's grab our watering can. Do I not have any more dye? Could have swore I had extra dye somewhere. Oh, there it is. Red dye. And we still have purple, right? We do. Okay, so I can use these purple petals to make purple dye. Combine like so. Floral. Floral. Okay, we just gotta get lucky and get one red flower. Okay, 2 purple, 1 red. Perfect. And we'll use this one as well. Orange, gray, lime, mushroom, and green flower. So let's see. Looks like tall gray. We're missing black. And whatever color this is. And yellow. Huh, I thought we got yellow. Anyways, so we're going to take our red, turn it into the petals, plant the petals, grow the petals, grab that, 4 mystical petals, plant those again, big ones, and there we go. So now we have red, light gray, and brown. Oh, there we go, light gray. Red, light gray, brown. We're gonna need some water and then some seeds, right? Yes. Wheat seeds, water, and endoflame. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 2 brown. Endoflame. Done. Electric magic. Plant. Now we just need something we can burn, like charcoal. We'll just throw 15 at it for now. Let's see, are you working? Yes. Mana is going into the mana pool. Perfect. Quest completed. Now we can do the runic altar, which will take a mana pearl, which is an ender pearl, which means we have to kill an enderman. Unless I might have exactly 1 pearl. I do not. 0 pearls. Probably because the last time I fought an enderman, he 2-tapped me. And it's raining, so no endermen are really going to be out and about right now. Puts us at a deadlock. But anyways, see, it's funny. We spent almost, actually closer to 50 minutes, because I wasted time in the nether, but close to 50 minutes just to complete this amount of steps. And we still have a ways to go. So let's see, next episode, we're going to start this way to get andesite alloy, which is... what is that? Oh, they're both lead. Okay, so in this pack, it wants us to use lead to make it. So combining the nature-infused iron and some metaphysical heat and structure, courtesy of the nether bricks and a spruce sapling, you can rearrange the latent potential of the metal to turn it into lead. So using embers rekindled, we're going to turn iron into lead. And we have to infuse the iron, and then it does also get us to better watering. How does that get you to better watering? How are these related? I'm not going to question it. Let's see. Yeah, infused iron. Why is that related to the watering can? Does not make much sense to me. Bucket of infinite color. I wonder what that is for. Interesting. A lot of cool items in here. But anyways, it's still raining. I did everything I was supposed to, but it's still raining. Anyways, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.